Crafty this morning with our thrifty crafter, Kim Geiser. Hi, Kim.
Hi.
So we're working with clay today?
Yes.
And just take a look at the table. These are the kinds of things that Kim can do with clay.
You can too.
They're very whimsical, very artistic. They look difficult.
They're not.
Really?
Super, super simple. And it is a thrifty project because you can make a pendant for really less than $1.
Okay, all right. So what you're using the Sculpey brand of clay? Is that your favorite kind?
That's my favorite brand. There are other brands, and it just depends on what you're doing with the clay.
And some you got on clearance, but you have a tip for that.
Yes, when you do get clay, even if it's not on clearance, sometimes when it's regular price, squish it a little with your finger, and if it doesn't squish down at all, then don't buy it because it's dried out. Okay. You can recondition it with, there's like a reconditioner that you can buy that you can just put on there and it gets back, but it's just easier to buy the nice one.
So once we have the clay, what do we do?
So the baking thickness that they recommend is 1/4 of an inch. Okay. You can get bigger, but I wouldn't recommend getting smaller because it'll burn. But like, I'm just gonna quick show you how I make like a little flower. For this one, I had a little bunny cookie cutter. So for Easter, I made a little bunny pendant.
So you could make these bigger if you wanted.
You can make them huge. Yeah, you can make ornaments, you can make pendants, you can make magnets for the TV. But to make I just flattened out this piece. Right. To make a petal, I'm going to do it a lot bigger than it is on there. What you're doing is you're creating a teardrop shape here. Okay. And then you just put that down, and you're just going to go around the whole flower and do the same thing. For the whole thing. I'm obviously not going to have time to do the whole thing. But do you see where it's coming from? How you got the flower here? Yeah. And then you can take a pin or anything that has an end and you just kind of squish it down.
No, that's so cute.
And you create that little flower there.
All right, so you just keep making petals all the way around. And then what did you do for the center? I'm going to put this one right next to it so people can see.
Yeah, for the center, you just make a little ball.
Okay.
And you stick it in there, and then you poke a pin. I like to kind of poke through it because if you don't squish these together enough when you bake it, it will separate. So when you get your design like you want it, you just pop it in the oven. The directions are right on top of the. Of course, the one I grab isn't on top; it's on the side, but. I like to play with the oven. You can put it right in your regular oven if it's something that you're not going to do a lot. I bought a toaster oven just for the clay. It's non-toxic unless you burn it. Okay. So you have to watch it and just follow those directions closely, and then you will have something that will last forever.
Can you just show me how to make one of those petals real quick, and we'll go through it one more time?
Yeah, here.
Okay.
So just take off a little piece.
That's too big. I thought you were giving me a petal size. Yeah. Okay.
Now roll it like kind of in a ball in your hand. So you have a ball.
I have a big
And then you're going to take, that's all right, that's all right. Then take one end and kind of roll it flatter so that you kind of have like a teardrop shape. And that will come easier to you. The more you do it, the easier it is. I've done thousands and thousands of petals.
And then you can
you're going to want to go from the inside and out when you do that so that it's just like a real petal. Look at that.
I did it.
You're a polymer clay
and then
star.
You bake it. And I like this one too. Because, oh, I'm sorry, I squished it. It's not.
Yeah, these aren't baked yet.
But you could use those as like gift tags too, right?
Anything,
or on an Easter basket, stick it on there.
Yes.
A little
put their name on it.
Price tag at the table. So have fun with clay. This is something the kids could really get involved in.
Oh yeah, my daughter absolutely loves playing with the clay with me.
All right, now next half hour, Kim is going to be back doing an Easter egg decorating idea that's volcano-ish.
It's volcanic.
Volcanic, that's the word I was looking for. It's a science project and craft project in one, just in time for Easter. And we'll be right back. You're watching Good Day Wisconsin.